Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Gemini. And Gemini, this is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for May 18th to the 24th. We have for you this week the Pleiades Oracle card, and we have Lalita Tripura Sundari behind that. I hope I'm saying that correctly. We have the Five of Cups, the King of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the energies of Justice and the Empress, and the Nine of Cups. So I am feeling a sense of that potentially you may have had some issues with moving on from a past situation, letting something go. I think some of you have stayed attached to it, and it's limited not only maybe your opportunities and your happiness, but also your sense of connection with that divine feminine energy, you know, with your sense of aliveness, sensuality, and all of those things as well. This week we see, you know, justice on that situation. Obviously there's levels to that, guys. For some of you it can be legal justice, or for others it could just be, making a slight modification, having a conversation to really sort of let sleeping dogs lie, to put the past in the past. And I feel that that is that little alchemical switch that you need to switch into, or to move into, this kind of energy. The Empress and the Nine of Cups. I mean, you have wish fulfillment here. You have the Empress who's, just ready and waiting off to the side to really birth something, to make possibilities tangible for you. But she's just saying, hey, you know what? Move towards me, move away from the past. So we'll go to the tarot in just a moment. I'm just going to read the oracle cards out first. Alright, so we have this one here, Lalita Tripura Sundari. Now what's interesting is I really feel that she echoes the Empress energy. She's actually the goddess of erotic spirituality. And I'm just going to read this first part out of the book here. It says, move towards what makes you feel sensual, awake and alive. In our society we've been taught to repress our divine feminine nature in order to be taken seriously. Lalita has come to remind you of your inner tantrika energy, which oozes with erotic Shakti life force. So, it's by being open and being all of you and expressing all of your, sensuality, connecting with your life force energy, that's what makes you feel truly alive. And that's what the Empress really encourages you to connect with your feminine energy, with the cycles and rhythms of nature and that kind of thing. I feel that this Five of Cups energy has a sense of suppression about it. Maybe some of you have had to suppress a big side of yourself, or a situation has kind of shut you down in that way. Time to open it up again, Gemini, for sure. And we have Pleiades. Now, it's an interesting set of oracle cards today. You're really being called to really open up other channels of yourself. So this one doesn't come out for me very often, so I'm going to read this one out. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. The Pleiadians are a group of star beings dedicated to raising the vibration of the planet and sharing new consciousness through creations and technology. They have been incarnating on Earth since near the beginning of humanity. You're a soul who has a double mission, to grow at soul level and to raise the vibration of the planet. If you have been called to write, speak, or channel, this is your sign to keep doing it. Your work is divinely guided. Well, absolutely, in order to do that, Gemini, you would need to be connected to the energy of creation, which is the Empress, letting that life force energy run through you. So, just going to the tarot here, I just really get the sense of being, contracted or in a state of tension or shut down in a way because of a past situation that you just can't let go. These are general readings, guys, so it's difficult to kind of get a gauge on exactly what this may be. But it could be, obviously the big ones are, lost love, expectations that weren't met in a past relationship that can put you in a bit of a state of depression. It could be, wishing that you had gone and studied something and became something what you say is making something of your life. Maybe a career path that didn't work out. All different things like this. But what I'm really feeling is whatever this thing is, it really has made you in some way kind of contract yourself, or like I said, disconnect from that life force energy. And that could be just because it has made you feel a little bit depressed, or I'm really feeling a kind of sense of numb energy about this. It really is time for you to open that up and let that go, because I feel like I'm just seeing like a kind of a dam. I feel like you've blocked the amount of energy that can flow into your life, and you really need to remove what that blockage is, what is damming you up, what is standing in your way from really being alive, from being pure, pure joy and happiness again. The Five of Cups shows someone that through staying connected to that past energy, the past is the past, it's gone. The water of wine is soaked into the earth out of these cups. And by staying focused on what was lost, the disappointments and all those kind of things, you're missing the opportunities that are right behind you. Two perfectly good cups here, but we don't see them because we're connected to the past. Now, 5 in tarot is the number of conflict, but it's also the number of change. So what I'm really seeing here is that, change is going to be your antidote. That's going to be the thing that lifts that block, that lifts the dam, so that those waters of life, that life force energy, that divine feminine energy can then flow again, and you're going to be feeling like much more of a whole person. And that whatever the changes that needs to happen, that's the justice energy that's coming in. And together with the 9 of Wands, I feel like, you've held on to this long enough. I think you've kind of been teetering on this edge of, I know I need to let this go. I know I need some change. I just don't know how to release this burden. I don't know how to release this weight. Because if we think about the 10 of Wands, it shows someone who's been carrying a burden, maybe carrying a secret, or, just carrying the weight and the depression and the extra responsibility of something. So, it's time to complete it and time to let it go, because we can see that it's kind of like you're sitting in the wounding, in the depression, in the negativity. We really want to get to these, bright, happy, sunny states of being. So the change is coming this week under the justice energy. So justice appears in a spread when a modification that needs to happen to a situation in order to bring those universal scales back into balance, in order to balance that karmic, the karma in the situation. So, the justice energy, like I said, it could be that you need to have a conversation with someone. Maybe you need to do some kind of cord removal meditation, some kind of clearing the past activities, maybe going to speak to someone. For some of you, this might be, finally seeking some legal advice on a situation and bringing it to a head, bringing it to justice. For some of you, justice card can indicate legal proceedings, signing of documents, going through the court system, divorce, separation, child support, all of these kinds of things, property agreements. And we have a sense of victory here, but this victory is for the person that it should work out for. Justice favors, the person that it should, for a fair and just modification, not just for the person who seeks it. But I really feel this is going to be the key to really, moving you. This is the bridge to move you into this different energy here that we see coming in. So it is a really great energy. It can feel strong sometimes, but this is time. It's time for you, because this Empress energy wants to bring you, she wants to birth new creation into your life. If there's been, an idea, a new business, you've desired love, you've desired happiness, in your life for a period of time, the Empress is saying, I am here to reconnect you to that energy, to help you make that tangible in your life. But I feel like, this past energy has been blocking her coming in, but she is waiting for you. And she's probably the biggest card of possibility in the tarot. And she is that divine, sensual energy, connected to life force, connected to the rhythms of nature. And she's asking you, what is it you want to bring into the world? And I am here to help you. I am here to make it a reality. And I'm really seeing, that whatever it is, it's really going to lead to a very, very satisfied and content way of being. For some of you, I feel like it is going to be a romantic situation. We have the King of Cups here. Now, the King of Cups could be a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It could be someone coming into your life that somehow holds the missing piece, holds the key in order for you to, bring the situation to justice or change this way of being that you have remained in for a while. The King of Cups can also be the reminder that maybe, it's about, getting into some sense of emotional mastery, getting emotionally stable again. And that is the key. Maybe you've been feeling quite unstable in the past, because the King of Cups is somebody who can remain unshakable even when things do get a little bit tough. But the Nine of Cups is all about wish fulfillment, satisfaction, joy, and harmony. And if you look at the combination here of the King of Cups, 1 cup plus 9 cups equals the 10 of Cups. So I really feel that that's what you're heading towards if you can make this shift. So the King of Cups could be someone who makes you some kind of emotional offer this week that is going to lead you in this direction to really, fulfillment, great fulfillment on an emotional level. So look out for somebody like that coming into your life. It could be, an apology that somehow kind of breaks the spell. Yeah, I am sensing break the spell, maybe that's all you need. Maybe it's a sense of forgiveness. Or yes, like I said, it could be, just somebody who comes in with support, with love, that kind of thing. Some kind of emotional offer that's really going to lead you to your best life. If you think this is a work reading for you, it could be the offer of some kind of work that, fulfills you on an emotional level. It's going to bring you the contentment, the satisfaction, and even, the kind of financial reward and resources that you've truly desired. Either way, you are heading into a completely different reality, Gemini, and it is time for that. But we have a spell to break here. We have to release the past. We have to bring that to justice, reconnect with that sense of divine energy. You want to open up your aliveness and life force again. And that is the key to inviting in this beautiful Cups energy that's going to bring you the love and fulfillment that you truly desire. Okay, Gemini, I'm just going to pull a couple of keywords from the deck here just to close out for you. Fulfillment and authenticity. Well, you can't fake it, Gemini. 9 of Cups is all about wish fulfillment. That's where you're heading. This is the highest level of, fulfillment on an emotional level, and authenticity. Just connect to your intuition, connect to your heart. You really want to operate with integrity this week. If we really do connect again with that divine feminine energy, and really become whole and embodied, that really is the key to living that true, authentic life that you desire. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Do keep in mind it's a general one and it won't be for everyone. Leave me a comment. I read them all and I always love to know if it resonates and how it's playing out in your daily life. And I'll see you back here next week for another reading.